I wanna be king and I wanna be your man. Nobody could reach me, I'm walking on a plan. Playing with your body, no playing with your heart. Love mamacita, Diego, I'm the man. They know that I'm a hit, so they tryna make amends. I ain't tryna fuss, I don't wanna be your friend. Peace through the week, I ain't sitting on a bench. Wanna be the best, my lady on my chest. Oh, I don't care, no. Somebody wanna try me, we go low. Oh, I don't care, no. Somebody wanna try me, we go low. Oh, I don't care, no. Somebody wanna try me, we go low. Oh, I don't care, no. Somebody wanna try me, we go low. I been trying to call you. I've been thinking about you, girl. I would end up with the other one. Wasn't sure I'd find another one. But now we all fine where we always be. Or why you gon' leave with another one? Cause I don't care, no I don't care. If you wanna be here, then I'ma be here. I'ma die hard for you, I am loyal. You royal, I wanna be more than just cordial. So why you for though, I wanna be more. For all times that I know that I wanna be on though. It's quite easy, I'm the nigga you young for. You wanna be silly, tryna go with Fernando. Sit down, be humble or I humble you. I spit fire, tell him leave, never bother you. Who you know better than me, can never do what I did. I got the fire in me, I move many a dig. And I don't wanna be Mick, but I'ma kill those who pick. Nobody touching my shit, I rap niggas with this. I'm the one they call it, I'm the one they know it. I'm the one they come for sauce, I'm the one that brings it. Oh, I don't care, no. Somebody wanna try me, we go low. Oh, I don't care, no. Somebody wanna try me, we go low. Oh, I don't care, no. Somebody wanna try me, we go low. Oh, I don't care, no. Somebody wanna try me, we go low.
Yo, 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 that is The Weirdo by our one and only guest right here. We have been jamming to his music. Had to play you guys some throwbacks. I have Malcolm, aka Asum Garvey. He is a rapper, a songwriter, a song engineer. Art inspired by emotion. Let me tell you guys a little something I found about his name. Asum is coined from the English word awesome, and also Asum as in math, a collective. Yani, I'm even taking you guys to math, which describes you who is bounded by not just one genre of music, but as a collective. And Garvey is your birth name, hence Asum Garvey. Yes. Is it right?
Yes.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you doing?
I'm amazing, I'm blessed.
Yes.
Good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for making the time.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. So I want to get to know who Malcolm is. I want to talk about your music, want to talk about your journey, want to put the listeners onto who you are when you started music and just all things Malcolm. All right?
Yeah.
So when I found you 9 years ago on SoundCloud. And I want to be able to ask you, is this when you started making music?
Nah, way earlier.
Way earlier?
Yeah.
Damn.
That
Okay.
was now when I was getting comfortable with releasing the music. Yeah.
So I'm very curious, what sparked your interest into getting into music?
I think I was always into music from the jump. Like as a kid, I could listen to music like on some different level than I saw people were listening to it. How I perceived it was different than the way people were listening to. So it just came about like me just listening to music I really liked. I was really into the Greg David type.
Okay.
On those days, Walking Away.
Yeah.
The vibes, like it was on some deep level, even the music that I was listening to.
Yeah.
So over time, in high school, we was just chilling with my boy. Them, they were writing music. Me, I wasn't at that time. So I asked them, hey, Kwani, how do you write this? How do you do this?
Yeah.
And then it was like, you just write whatever you're thinking right now. And from there, it just happened.
Yo.
Just exploded into the artist now.
Into the artist.
Yeah.
So you're in a group called Casablanca.
Yes.
How was that? Was that not the people who were writing and then you're like, okay, let me... Yeah?
Those niggas were making me a judge. They
For
were
real?
making me judge the freestyles. Yeah. But over time, I sharpened my pen, and they accepted me into the group. And after, that's when we formulated the group.
Yo,
completely. Yeah.
incredible. Because a month ago, you dropped Lost Cause Freestyle.
Yeah.
So I want to ask when you started freestyling and when you started writing, and what came first?
The writing. It's always been the writing. Yeah, I may call it a freestyle, but it's because it's a free verse for something. Yeah, I'm just writing it on the go.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've always been a writer. I'm not so good at the freestyle side.
Okay.
Of the bit, yeah.
Awesome. So I'm very curious. What first inspired you to write, or what were your inspirations? Where were you drawing your inspirations from when you started?
A lot of pain. Yeah, a lot of pain and anger.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just letting it out through the music. You know, when you're a kid, the anger you have, it's childish.
Yeah.
You're just maybe mad at your folks or something. So they taken me to some school I didn't maybe want to go at that time. So I'm like, I won't even study now. I'll just sharpen the pen.
Yeah.
That made me like write more towards something rather than just writing the music.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So here you are. You joined a group, Casablanca. Let's talk about the name first. Who came up with that name?
That was, I think, was it the homie? It's called Chachos. Yeah, the school was called Kasarani Boys.
Oh.
Yeah. So now, you know, when you're just chilling, you guys are trying to look for the stuff.
Yeah.
Guys just churn out names, and then he said could be Casablanca family because of the Kasarani.
Kasarani.
Later on, you came to find out there was a Casablanca that's on the other side now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Is it the club?
there's a club, yes, and before around that time, you had the name. It was known for strip clubs, I think. There was a strip club, I think. Yeah. So at that time, we were just, but you know, we'd already gone with the name, so we just said, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to find out how it was being in a group and then when you ventured out into being like a solo artist. Yeah.
I think it was easier being in a group. Apart from the competition bit,
Yeah.
it's easier because you only have one verse to write or one hook to write, and the other guys formulate other stuff.
Yeah.
But now you see, as an individual, you have to come up with the formula for the song you want.
True.
You have to come up with the hook, come up with 2 verses. So that bit is the hard part, but it's also the best part because now you start to form your individuality and you know what you want to express more.
True.
And as the group, I really like the challenging bit because we were always challenging each other. Because it was always like a competition. Those times I'd write verses like consecutively, like 5 times. I played to my homies.
Yeah.
They're like, wow, but the boy Eme, hey, you came through, but the boy Eme. You know, that's not what you want to hear sometimes as a rapper. So that made me also want to go harder and harder. And it really sharpened me towards me, even the individual I am right now.
Yeah. Incredible. So here you are, you've decided to venture into being a solo artist. Are you making music right now? Are you in the studio? And when do you now go into the studio and you write your first song?
I think right now I could say I am the studio.
Okay.
Yeah, because whenever I am, I'm writing music. I have my own setup at home.
Oh,
We have our own
dope.
studio.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm always linking up with artists making music. I actually think not a week goes by I don't have new music, a couple of them. Yeah.
That's incredible because, I mean, you have a studio in the house, so that convenience is so easy.
Yeah.
So you're doing sound engineering. I want to know, are you also doing sound producing?
The beat making bit is where napata kizungumkuti. But I'm learning. I want to learn again. I tried it at first at some point.
Okay.
And then I was making the same thing, so I dropped it for a bit. But now I want to try and pick it up.
Okay.
Because I've honed my engineering skills.
Yeah.
Now I could try.
Yeah, you
venture
could definitely try.
Yeah.
So your beats are sick and you've been able to work with a bunch of producers.
Yeah.
I want to know, before we get into the producers you worked with, what do you look for in a producer?
Beats that just touch me. Because I'm in love with the kick bit of, of the song. That's what I think guides me into the writing bit and the pockets. But other than that, I like producers who have emotion in range. They can give me the Asum bit.
Yeah.
The collective side of sounds. Yeah, that's the main thing actually.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
So put me in your shoes, and even for the listeners, do you first get the beat and then write along with the beat, or do you write and then get the beat after?
It varies because there's times the producer sends you packs, so then you have to write after.
Yeah.
But when you're with the producer, you build something from the scratch.
From the scratch.
Yeah.
Okay.
But most of the time, guys are sending beats because it's not so easy linking up all the time.
That is true. Yeah. That is true. In 2017, you were named one of the top 10 new hip hop acts. And I want to know how you felt at this point, because you're getting recognition.
Yeah.
People are finally now getting to witness who you are as an artist.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
I feel like it validated. Sometimes we need the validation bit.
Yeah.
From whatever we do. So I feel like it gave me that validation for whatever I'm actually thinking and doing is I'm on the right path.
You're on the right path.
Yeah.
That is super, super dope. And you've gotten to work with a lot of people. Yeah. So let's first start with your album Spirit, dropped in 2018, March 25th. It has 14 tracks. And you have Al Capone, who produced, and you have a couple of people. There's Alma, Tayumwa, Steph Capella, Boutros. It's one of those albums I found on SoundCloud when, I was just over here looking for some artists.
Yeah, some new music.
Yeah, so first let's talk about the cover art. It's very different.
Yeah.
Does it mean anything?
Very much so, yeah.
Please tell us.
Because there's so many layers to the artwork. When I was working on it, I was working on so many layers. Because if you even look at those people at the bottom, it looks like they're looking upwards towards something, and their eyes are like illuminated.
Illuminating, yeah.
So, and you see on the top of the artwork, there's the escape of Nairobi. So on that album, I was on that journey of I really need to show people that Nairobi has so much more to offer than the usual thing that guys maybe are used to. The top 3 rappers maybe, or they know this.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like we have so much more to offer as Nairobi and the musical scene than we are put for, and that's what happened.
Yeah, that's incredible. Yeah. So the album cover is what got me. I was just like, God damn, it's incredible. And I was just like, yo, it's dope. Yeah. So here you go. You have Steph Capella and Boutros on the song Oh. Yeah. I want to know how this song happened. Who hit who up? Because it's actually pretty dope. I listened to it and I was like, yo.
I've always, me and Boutros have always been close. That's my bro. We've grown up together in the music and personally. So for him, we've always had music on the go. So as I was, when I had the song, first of all, I actually had, I think I hollered at Steph for a song. Yeah. At that time, he was working with, I think, Atwal. Yeah, I was a big fan because when I heard him, I was just like, wow, I really want to work with this guy. This guy is amazing with the vocals and all that. So when I met him at when was it? It was, I think, at a Shrap event. And I told him, see you link up. And good thing is he was open and he's a cool guy. Yeah. After that, we linked up. He laid the verse at my place. Same thing with Boutros. We were always linking up with Boutros. So we just played it to him. He liked it. laid down the verse.
Yo,
Yeah.
so lit. I think that's my favorite song
Yeah.
of the
Awesome.
of the album. And I want to know, the producer who produced most of the songs is Al Capone.
Yeah.
When did you meet him? How did you meet him? Did he already have these beats already in hand, and then he was just like, "Yes, you just try
I
these"?
think the best thing I have with Al Capone is all the songs we ever created together were from the scratch.
Really?
Yeah, so we developed like a certain sound.
Oh.
Unfortunately, he decided to move towards different things at the moment, but
Yeah.
I know the music always calls you back.
Definitely.
So whenever he'll come back. So we met up, I think, in 2016 or 2016, yeah, or 2017. He DM'd me at some point like, yo, I'd like to work with you.
Yeah.
And that even went over at some point. Then we linked up like personally. Then we arranged the session, and after that we've always been meeting up. He'd come at the studio.
Dope.
I go to his studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Then the relationship came.
Just grew.
Yeah.
That is so dope. Let's talk about hotbox music. Most people don't know what hotbox music is. I'd want to know what it is, and you can tell us how you got associated with hotbox music.
Actually, with Hotbox, I'm a co-founder.
Okay.
It's me and my bro Jeff, Dr. J. When we were starting off, because after now breaking up with the band, the group,
Yeah.
and now I'm just in uni days, just taking my walks, Nini.
Yeah.
Someone's calling me. I was wearing earphones. I'm hearing someone calling me. I'm wondering, hey. When I look back at someone, because we grew up with them in high rise, and then we branched out.
Yeah.
So as I'm linking up with them, we decided, hey, yo, see, you have equipment and I have this equipment, that we brought both of our equipments together.
Yeah.
And after that, what happened? We started off on a couple of names, and then ended up on, because we were recording in his room at that time, and then it was so hot.
Yeah.
He didn't have, I think, the padding for something. So like that room would get so hot. At first we started with the Oven Studios.
Okay.
Then we thought maybe we should call it Hotbox.
Yeah.
Hotbox, yeah. So Hotbox now is like an umbrella of artists like who've come together to form like a musical cohort or something.
Okay. Okay.
So it's different artists. There's Tayu Moss, there's Dr. J, there's Skinny J who runs the operations for us,
Okay.
and me as the artist and also sound engineer.
Okay. That is so dope, and it's still active till today.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're planning on actually dropping an album.
Yeah.
We're working on a very, very dope album.
Dope. So you studied media in uni, right?
Yeah.
What uni did you go to, and did you graduate?
I went to what's it called, Multimedia University.
Okay.
Yeah, I finished, but I didn't graduate.
What do you mean you finished and you didn't graduate?
Had some resits had to do like for the final. You know, time just flies, and then you find, wow, it's been a couple of years.
Yeah.
So I just went along with it. But before that, I'd studied animation
Okay.
at Shangtao Media Arts College. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
The media bit from multimedia was journalism.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So is music the one thing that you want to do till the end of time, or do you want to pick up a couple of other things?
I definitely love learning new things. Yeah, but I really love music. Music is my you see how you need a therapist?
Yeah.
Music is my therapy. It's my peace. So that's, I don't think I could let go of that, but I'm definitely into learning new things always.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, as you're doing your music, you're going to school, what are your parents saying? Are they supportive? Aren't they supportive? They're like, please go be a doctor, or, you know?
Weirdly enough, they've always been supportive. I've had a family that always supported what I wanted to do.
Okay.
I always wanted to be in media and do anything arts related. That's everything I've done in life. It is closer to the entertainment side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that makes sense as to why you also have a home studio, because other people's parents would be like, what are you trying to do?
Facts. That's true.
Yeah. So they've been supportive till now.
Yes,
They enjoy
yes.
what you're doing. They love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Incredible. I'm very curious. Your first performance. When was it and how was it?
Should you say a professional one or just the first one?
Give me both. Give me both.
Okay, and professionally, I think I was in high school. The worst experience I'd had.
Why?
You arrange like how you want your set to be, like in your head.
Yeah.
So me, I was looking at it, and then it's one of these functions for high school. You know, me, I'm thinking about how I'll do my set and all that, but I'm shy it's my first time.
Yeah.
So when I get on stage, no one is even paying attention to me.
Oh no.
Like, guys just having their own stories, like guys talking, like you can't even. It's like you're not even.
You're not there.
Yeah, and then I also caught the stage fright. I was thinking about doing so many things on stage.
Yeah.
I caught the stage fright. I think after that, I felt like a challenge. Like I needed to be better at maybe my stage presence.
Yeah.
And how I'll attract people to listening to whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that built something in me.
Okay.
Yeah, and then first time performing, I can't even quite remember.
Yeah.
We had a couple, but the best time I think was opening for Kidum.
Ooh.
At some point, as Casablanca.
Oh,
was the
yeah?
group. Yeah, he had a show in what's this place called? Safari Park, not Safari Park. Where the KWS is, there's a restaurant they have. I'm forgetting the name. Yeah, but around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of those experiences. It was a good one. We did a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he actually acknowledged. Yeah.
That is so dope. How would you describe your sound?
I really wouldn't describe it because it changes over time always. Yeah, because there's times I'm feeling like I'm far away from the rap side, so I'm mostly singing.
Okay.
So there's times I feel like the aggression needs to come out, so I'm rapping. So the only thing I could say maybe is, as I said, art with emotion, like has to have emotion behind it for me. Yeah, when I'm making the music, I feed emotion and then the lyrics just come after.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is incredible because you did mention that it's art in motion.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is quite interesting. What does music mean to you then?
Music means so much. That's a very tough question. I have to think about it.
People will be like, music is life to me.
Yeah.
Music is joy.
Yeah.
Everybody has like a different meaning that they have towards music.
But to give it difference, I'd call it music is water. Like it's the one.
Hey, sour.
It's present everywhere, and it's very necessary for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So I want to talk about this project with Groovy Joe, Trappin' Rage.
Yeah.
It has 8 tracks. You have various producers, Afamefuna, Luigi, Joshoksi.
Yeah,
I hope it's
Joshoksi.
Joshoksi. Yeah, Joshoksi. And first of all, I'm curious, how did you and Groovy link up?
How did me and Groove link? I think we met through the Shrap channels, and she told me she really loved my music. I think there was a time she did what's it called, this freestyle on one of my songs also. Yeah, I think she's always been a fan, and she didn't know I was a fan of hers too.
Yeah.
So when we linked up, you were like, "Yo, me, I love your music too. As much as you think you love my music, I also love yours."
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure when exactly we did, but I think it's along this the Shrap channel. And after that, we just always had this nice chemistry working together. I feel like she challenges me, and as a female rapper, I don't even consider her a female rapper. I consider her a rapper because she comes.
She
does not play
spits
around
them
with the
bars.
Yeah, and me, I always like someone who challenges me into something better.
Dope.
Yeah.
So with these various producers, I want to know how you guys got to collaborate with them. Is it like, did you guys pick the producers or did they pick you? How did that go about?
It's like all of them knew this type of sound matches Asum.
Okay.
So at some certain point, they were all sending me the rage type beats. So after a while, me and Groove and we were thinking about doing the project. We'd started off but with trap beats, and then we were like, we've all done this before.
Yeah.
I think we need to go into something that challenges both of us, and it's a new world for both of us.
Yeah.
That's why we went with the rage type beats. It's a Lil Uzi type beats in a way. Yeah.
True.
So when we had the beats, I had a couple of them. So I told the family to send me some also, because he'd been sending me some.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the first single was on Extra with Josh Oaks.
Yes.
Because I had it for a while, and then when Groovy had it, she was like, this sounds so good. When she added the verse, now we thought we could actually work from there.
All right.
Yeah.
How was it working with her?
Very easy.
Yeah.
She's quick at it. She's not. Well, you can really go through a couple of songs so fast.
Okay. So how long did this project take?
Recording, because of the spread out time, I think a month.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, we want meeting every day.
Yeah,
but if
yeah.
we were, I think we'd have done it in a week.
But that's impressive.
Yeah.
Like, that is so impressive.
Yeah.
Yo, to come up with 8 tracks in a month, and you're telling me, yeah, we could have done it in a week. I'm just like, what?
I was actually working on her project, the mixing and mastering for her tape.
Yeah.
So she dropped a tape before Rapping Rage. I was working on that tape at that time also, because she was recording songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So around that time, we'd kick it for sessions and some for mixing her project.
Dope.
Yeah.
I'm very curious, for you, what's your favorite song of this project?
Seats, definitely.
Seats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ka Eliud.
Oh.
Yeah. It has, there's that sauce it has. It's just different. I like it.
Yeah.
The energy also.
The energy.
Yeah.
So a lot of people probably know you from your debut single, Bruce Lee, which dropped in 2018.
Yeah.
Would you want to talk about the inspiration, the name Bruce Lee, and talk about the single Tafadhali and who produced it?
Who was it? Al Capone? I think it was Al Capone. With Bruce Lee, the name is so contradicting from whatever I'm talking about. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's a female, yeah.
Exactly.
At that time, I was in love, and
Oh.
you know how these things go. Me I always use the emotion behind. I was feeling the love, and I just put the love behind it, and because it's like a Bruce Lee with the passion for whatever he was doing. Yeah,
Nice.
that's why I thought it was just a play around.
Around with the words, and you're like, it makes sense.
Yeah, so you don't really make it for the hardcore guys
Yeah.
to also listen to it and not realize maybe I'm talking about a chick. Yeah.
Now, I am very curious. To you, what makes a good musician or a good artist?
That usually varies, but I think one that just expresses themselves purely, like letting the art just come out, the God self.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. So you've spoken about the Shrap Live, Shrap events, and I want to know what's your take on what they're doing.
What we are doing.
What they're doing. Sorry, what you guys are doing. Yeah.
I love whatever we do, because us guys have always had a certain vision. It's so nice seeing Butchus coming out right now, like popping the way he is, which is such a good thing, because it's propelling whatever vision we've always had since back then. And I think us as a genre, we are not bounded by time, because we know music that stays long and that has longevity. So for us as the community, it's expression first, in its pure form.
Okay.
That's why you'll see like Jovi never taints his style. He just comes as that guy. Yeah, Butros has his own flair. Yeah, me, I come with my what's it called, conscious lyrical side.
Okay.
Yeah, there's Groovy with her like fierce bars.
Yeah.
With the feminine side. You see, it's such a broad genre.
Yeah.
That you can't really quite box in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that you were in it. I'm very curious. How many are you?
Because it's a community that keeps growing, you can't even quite say how many.
Yeah,
Because there's the DJs, if you know Hanuman.
Yeah.
Those are guys who started the ADF family name. You know, Shrap. The Shrap term came from what's his name, Jovi Jove.
Okay.
And Boutros, they were in a session all together. Yeah, at that time we were recording together at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had a couple of songs.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's incredible. So when did you join them?
I think at first I was because I was the backpack rapper.
Okay.
So at first I people identified me as that because I'm associated with them, but I couldn't quite find my identity with them.
Yeah.
At that time at
Okay.
first. So it took me like a year or two to actually grow into acknowledging that I'm a part of
Acknowledging,
it, because
yeah.
you know sometimes it's bigger than you.
True.
Yes, and that's one of those situations I couldn't control me
Yeah.
being a part of it.
Yeah.
And after a while, like I found my sound that I could identify as Shrap. So I always say when I'm rapping in Swahili, I'd identify that as Shrap.
As rap.
Yeah.
Yo, that is so dope because as you said, the community is so big. Like
Yeah.
I've tried to think about how many people there are, and I'm just like, bro, like I'm so sure there's so many people.
There's many guys.
Yeah, that is so big. So what are you guys doing as of now? Like, are you guys creating? Are you guys in the studio? Are you guys like about to wow us?
Guys have different things going on right now, individual.
Yeah.
But I think my winch is planning on doing a Shrap tip.
Shout out my winch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're waiting on that. I've already submitted a couple of songs, waiting for him to be the judge.
Yeah. So you drop a lot of projects. Like if anything, you are one person who just keeps dropping and you stay dropping.
Yeah.
I want to know what keeps you going. What keeps you so consistent? Because you find a lot of people, yes, they come and then they'll probably take like a long break, then come back. But then you're very consistent. So I want to know, like, how do you do it and why do you do it?
I think the why vanished at some point.
Oh, yeah?
Nowadays I don't even know. But I just enjoy like the whole bit of letting it out, because I feel like when you let it go from your hands, you open up a new space for something new. So it's always been that way. When I have something new, like a couple of projects, I don't feel like I should be hoarding some of them.
Yeah.
If a plan didn't work out for them, let me just let the people hear it. The coffins. Yeah.
Yo, that is so dope. So I was watching, either it was your story or Ecstatic's story, and I saw her singing or something.
Yeah.
So I'm curious. Are you working with her right now? Is there a little some cooking?
I can't say quite much, but yeah, we've been in the studio a bit. Yeah, working on her stuff. She's been playing me the music she has.
Oh yeah.
It's so different from whatever people are used to. And
Oh yeah.
very, very magical.
Bro, because we were like, when is Ecstatic dropping? Like, it's been a minute, you know.
You know, when we ask that question, and then when we link up with them and they play you all that music they have,
you're like,
you're
damn,
wow.
you still been going on.
Still been doing it,
Yeah.
So I think whatever she has coming, because I've also been working with Della. I don't know if you know Della.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Very, very amazing artist.
Very.
That session was such an amazing session.
Oh yeah.
I had to sneak that one on IG.
On IG. That is so dope. So you said right now that you're in the studio.
Yeah.
Are you working on an EP? Are you working on an album? What are you working on?
I've actually been working on an album.
Okay.
It's been like about 2 years now.
Okay. Wow. 2 years in the works.
Yeah, I think albums take more time and
True.
Effort and focus, because you want to make sure everything comes off exactly as you intend to.
Yeah.
But I'm first of all dropping an EP this Friday actually.
What?
It's a mini EP.
Really?
I wanted to drop a single, but we did a couple of songs with Jody Faneto. So I just thought, if you have all these others also, let's just put them out.
So you sent some exclusives
I
my
should
way.
actually. I wish I did.
Yeah, I want to know, will you be having like a listening party? Because you do be having those.
Yeah, for the EPs and mixtapes,
Yeah.
I usually just keep. I'm keeping the fans at bay,
Okay.
like keeping
Okay.
them entertained.
All right, like
Yeah.
hush hush guys.
Yeah.
I'm a
But
drop
for the
you
album,
guys.
probably, and
Yeah.
the Hotbox album,
Mhm.
I'll definitely invite you guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Please send it my way so that on Friday we can play that.
Yeah.
Because on Friday we usually play like new music Friday.
Def-
That is so dope. So 1 month ago you dropped a little something for us,
Mhm.
Lost Cause Freestyle.
Yeah.
And I listened to it and it was pretty fire. Like, I want to know what it's about, or for all the people listening who don't know what it's about. It's like, you know, Lukona to Chocha. It's 1 minute 53 seconds. Like, why is it so short?
That's short.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I get how. But you see, on in rap terms, that's a very long verse. 'Cause
True.
That's a whole like 100 or something buzz.
Buzz, yeah.
But the Lost Cause rap is, as the name just suggests,
Lost Cause.
Yeah, it's a representation of that sound, that type of rap that people are trying to forget, or maybe times just but that's where I formed my sound from.
Yeah.
And I always try and go back to that. Yeah, it's like an acknowledgement of my ancestry and a blessing to the, what's it called? It's Hip Hop 50.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hip Hop 50.
Yeah.
Incredible. So you've been in this music game, this industry for quite some time. You've seen how it's been evolving. I want to know, according to you, where do you think we are at right now, and where do you see it going?
I usually have, there's days when I'm just like, man, this industry, I really don't like this industry of ours. And then there's days where I'm like, okay, we're actually doing something good.
Yeah.
So I think from the past times, right now we're doing much better. But there's still so much more to be done.
True.
I feel like, yeah.
Okay, because with this industry, it keeps growing, it keeps changing. Gava haitusaidi in any way, form. You know, we don't have systems as well.
Put in
So
place,
you find that for artists, you just have to keep creating, and you know, you just have to keep going. I'm very curious, where would you wanna take your music to? Where do you see yourself taking your music, and what do you want to do with your music?
I always felt like my music needed to bring a change and bring an awakening to our people as the black people. Because I've always felt like through the colonialization thing, we became slaves mentally.
True.
Also over time, like we never found the value for ourselves. Always feel like us as black people have so much power.
Yeah.
So for me, my music has always been about showing up us guys, we're that good and we can develop into all that. I feel like it's because I was named after Marcus Garvey and Malcolm X.
Yeah.
But those two people, I really follow their teachings. And I feel like us as black people, we can be so much better and be more. And that's always been my journey.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't think I've had so much more of the club music. I've done that, yes. But I think what calls me more towards music is the one that brings some enlightens someone.
Yeah, and that's what I get when I listen to your music. It's siati ni pare pare. No, it's very deep. It's music that, you know, you can reflect, you can think on, and it changes your perspective as well.
What's it called? There always has to be a balance in life.
True.
Yeah. I also listen to a lot of club music. I listen to a lot of soft music and all that. But you see, there has to be a balance.
True.
If one side is winning more, we're losing on something. Yeah. I also make club music also.
Yeah.
Times, yeah.
But you gotta find a balance, like you said.
Yeah.
I like that. I want to know who you want to work with that you haven't gotten a chance to work with so far.
Locally or internationally?
Let's start with locally, since this is Radio 254, and then we can go internationally.
Okay. Locally. I think I've worked with most of them. I
Yeah.
haven't dropped. I like Zinnia.
All right, all right, all
Really
right.
dope.
Yeah, by the way, you and Z would, woof, yeah. If you guys
We have
decided to
one-
go deep,
yeah,
like,
we did like 2 songs at some point.
Mhm.
I'm hoping they'll get to see the light.
okay.
But who else was that? What do they say? Karun is really dope.
Yeah.
Blinky Bill,
Blinky.
he's a very dope producer.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah.
We can go international now.
Now, internationally, I'd go for Aries.
Okay.
Yeah, Aries is really dope. Nasisi also.
Yeah.
MI from Nigeria.
Mm.
Black Bones has really grown on me.
Okay, okay.
Benson,
Yeah.
Buju. Buju from Nigeria.
From Nigeria.
Yeah.
That would be so dope,
And
actually.
Santi. I think Santi
Yo!
from Nigeria is really, really cool.
I was like, Santi is missing. He's kept quiet. Or maybe I haven't like peeped
I've
what
seen
he's
him
doing.
drop a couple of songs,
Oh, yeah?
but as a director.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been directing.
He's
some
been directing.
visuals, yeah.
Man, he needs to
It's
come
also
out with
very,
some.
very dope.
Yeah, very dope.
And the usual too, the dreams that the far-fetched dreams that go for Nas, Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah.
J. Cole.
Yeah.
Those are the obvious people, you know. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to ask you my last question before I have to love and leave you because of time. What do you like doing apart from making music, apart from being such an incredible artist, lyricist, songwriter, artist, song engineer? What do you like doing in your free time?
I think I like bringing out the best in people. I
Okay.
feel like that's a thing I like because I think I'm a good listener,
Okay.
and that also comes out in the music engineering bit. So most of the time when I'm free, I'm mixing music from artists I like, the ones I've worked with.
Yeah.
So actually, most of the time, my time I listen to 90% of local music and from artists that people don't even know that are very dope. Yeah, me and all the other artists I like.
Okay.
So it's either that or just gaming, and when you need to unwind and all that, gaming or movies.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is so dope. Asum,
Yes.
Malcolm, please drop your socials. Tell us when these release dates are so that we can just keep anticipating and waiting so that we can listen and put you on and support you as well.
Yeah, you can find me on all my socials as Asum Garvey. No one else has that name.
Yeah, by the way, nobody. Anywhere where to.
After 2 Asum Garvey, you'll find me each and every place.
Yeah.
Be it on social media or streaming platforms. It's all Asum Garvey. That's ASUMGARVEY.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and drop coming this Friday.
This Friday.
That will be on the 1st of September, yes? By myself featuring Jody Faneto. The EP is called Exorcist, has 3 songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why the name Exorcist?
It's when you hear the song.
Oh, what I
you'll
hear?
understand.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I say I need an exorcist because these demons are trying to peak and they want to be on beats. Kama mchawi, I don't sleep.
Hey.
Yeah, it's
Sawa.
it's on that type of lane. Yeah, I put out a lot of emotion on that. I was going through something
Okay.
for that song.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like if I'd have stayed longer with it, I wouldn't have dropped it. So I think it's the right
It's
time
the right
because I
time.
got through that, the place I was at.
Nice. So it drops this Friday, guys. You've heard. When does the album drop?
The album, I'm not quite sure, but later on in the year.
Guys, later
Way
on
later.
in the year. Yeah.
Towards the end.
Towards the end. And this one, you'll have a listening party, right?
Definitely.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Asum, for pulling up. It's always a pleasure having you here on Radio 254.
Thank you for always having me and supporting also.
Of course, man. Please keep releasing. Please keep creating. Continue doing what you're doing, as we're here to support, to listen. And please make sure that you go follow, guys. Make sure that you go mark on your calendar. He's dropping this Friday, and please make sure that you go follow. Follow because yeah, this guy is amazing. Please keep on doing what you're doing. You're an incredible artist. Yeah, guys. So I'm gonna play this Asum Garvey, this Lost Cause freestyle as we end the show.
Awesome.
Jackson on the beat. Nobody can do better. I'm giving you rap forever. You wanna be fit and ever. The suits are fit to measure, and I'm a pocket stepper. The shoes are clean forever. You wanna fit in? Never. I spoke to God, he told me to tell you.